So today, on the Wonderful Level Gaming Destruction, now I've probably recorded this many times, but we are playing some Diablo 2. Um, now, you can play this game in many ways. You can play this on a single-player mode. You can play this via Battle.net, or other multiplayer ways of playing. Now, there is Diablo 1. I would record Diablo 1, but the problem is it won't install in my... I could get it to install in Windows 10, but I can't get the video to show up at any point throughout the game. So if anybody knows a fix on that, we will be able to start that relatively soon. I just know that you guys did see my... Hope you guys did see my schedule. If you didn't, there will be a link down there up until about close to the August. That scheduled video will be not there after August, like, 14th. You won't see that there. So any videos after the 14th, you will see a new schedule then, in the coming weeks. You'll see it on the 25th, maybe the 26th that week. So, just kind of, kind of give you that little sense of what we're doing. So, this has been released to about 2016. There's been the latest patch is version 1.14D. You guys can see that down there at the bottom. You can also check your credits of people who have done the game and played it through or who helped make it. And then you got these cinematics that you can play. We will see these later in the gameplay, so don't worry about that. Now you saw 2, right? But I haven't played the whole entire game, and here's the reason why. Is because I've just recently started playing Diablo 2 again. I've played this many times, never really got into the third act. I've always been stuck in the second, never really gotten through too much in it. But this is my character called Offline. Now, it's going to be a different character for us. I've been playing as a sorceress offline. This is the reason why I named my characters Offline for a reason. Is because I'm not playing online or any files I save for that game. It just shows that I'm not recording that for YouTube or anything like that. So let's get going. We're gonna create a new character. Okay. Now you have the Amazon, the Assassin, the Necromancer, the Barbarian, the Paladin, the Sorceress, and the Druid. Now each one of these has their own unique, different. This one's skilled with spears and skilled with the spear and the bow. Okay, so we might want to use a spear and have one spear and one bow in our weapons cache. We could play as the assassin, schooled in the martial arts and mind and body and deadly weapons. The necromancer can summon undead minions. In that sense. The Barbarian he's unequaled in a close quarters combat in mastery of weapons. He's a natural party leader, holy man, and blessed warrior. So he's a warrior basically is what it's telling me. This one's skilled in the elemental magics, fire, lightning, ice, name it. And the druid is a force of nature and can summon wild beasts and raging storms to his side. So it's not too bad. So I've kind of decided that I like this one. So we're going to go with Amazon. I can take it off the expansion character, but I think let's keep it the expansion because, so I want to show you to see if there is anything. Okay, so if I do, I can play all those characters with the expansion. But I like to keep it the expansion character because it gives me more options to build in what I want to do. So let's name this, like I always do, gaming. Jesus. Now we're gonna put it gaming Jesus Rock, not because I can't fit anymore. So we can talk. So here's what we currently have. We have javelins and the shield there. We also have our second weapons cache a little bit there. But let's go talk to...
Greetings, stranger. I'm not surprised to see your kind here. Many adventurers have traveled this way since the recent troubles began. No doubt you've heard about the tragedy that befell the town of Tristram. Some say that Diablo, the Lord of Terror, walks the world again. I don't know if I believe that, but a dark wanderer did travel this route a few weeks ago. He was headed east to the mountain pass guarded by the rogue monastery. Maybe it's nothing, but evil seems to have trailed in his wake. You see, shortly after the wanderer went through, the monastery's gates to the pass were closed, and strange creatures began ravaging the countryside. Until it's safer outside the camp and the gates are reopened, I'll remain here with my caravan. I hope to leave for Lane before the shadow that fell over Tristram consumes us all. If you're still alive then, I'll take you along. You should talk to Akara, too. She seems to be the leader of this camp. Maybe she can tell you more.
Okay. So we have no worth of gold or anything of that sort. So we have to stick with what we've got. We got no armor, nothing of the sorts. So let's go talk to everybody in town here. To access your map, press tab.
I am Akara, High Priestess of the Sisterhood of the Sightless Eye. I welcome you, traveler, to our camp, but I'm afraid I can offer you but poor shelter within these rickety walls. You see, our ancient sisterhood has fallen under a strange curse. The mighty citadel, from which we have guarded the gates to the east for generations, has been corrupted by the evil demoness Andariel. I still can't believe it. She turned many of our sister rogues against us and drove us from our ancestral home. Now the last defenders of the sisterhood are either dead or scattered throughout the wilderness. I implore you, stranger, please help us. Find a way to lift this terrible curse, and we will pledge our loyalty to you for all time. There is a place of great evil in the wilderness. Kasha's rogue scouts have informed me that a cave nearby is filled with shadowy creatures and horrors from beyond the grave. I fear that these creatures are massing for an attack against our encampment. If you are sincere about helping us, find the dark labyrinth and destroy the foul beasts. May the Great Hive watch over you.
Okay. So now we can check our quest log. Look for the den in the wilderness outside the rogue camp. Basically, I know what we're doing here. But if you want to access any of your inventory, you can always press I, or you can come down here to this little thing to access the inventory. So one of the things that you can access is your character. Now, as you notice that my strength, my dexterity, my vitality, my energy are kind of right there. I can change it later in the game when I gain the experience as I upgrade. Skill tree, this is where I can... These are kind of the things that... See, these are passive and magic skills. I'm going to kind of go for more of along the lines of bow and crossbows. But for now, I have a little thing that a little guide that I don't own. It's not my guide or anything. It's my family's. It's the I'm gonna put it this way, it's the walkthrough basically, or a guide to help us throughout the game. And it came with the battle, but let's talk to...
Well, well.
Okay, I don't want to talk to anybody here, really. There's no need to. Just to save us a little bit of time. So, normally, with the sorceress, I usually get out this way, but it changes every so often within the game. If you hit R, you can actually start running a lot quicker. You'll see me go through a lot, like, stuff like that.
This land of the shadow.
Come on. And you can kill however you'd like, but some of the other notorious things that I've noticed, that this game is a lot easier, I noticed that Diablo 3, yes, it's been out, and yes, this game has been patched recently, like, not recently, but like 2016 recent. But there's a lot of different things that I actually enjoy about Diablo. I enjoy it to basically that it's M-rated. I will put a thing. I'll always put a thing up in the description soon. Okay, that's a javelin. That javelin is 6 to 4. Quality is 6 to 2. The hand damage is 1 to 6. 1 to 6. Its throw is 6 to 4. So nothing really that bad. So we want to get rid of it because we already have one. I will tell you, I will not pick up any of these Starling gas potions. I will pick up at the moment, but later down the line, I will literally just toss them out. Because I don't want to actually keep anything. We're going to take those arrows, thank you. Because we're going to kind of go for... So now we got some new stats and skills. Now I'm going to go for more along the lines of, let's see what we've got here. We do got arrows, so I'm going to put the arrows over in our extra slot there, because I'm always going to carry some sort of javelin and spear in our one slot. And our second slot will always be bows when we need to use it. So with our skills, with bows and arrows, you have not learned this skill yet, but creates a magical arrow or bolt that does extra damage. Converts 1 physical damage to magic damage. To attack rating, 10 plus 10%. Damage plus 1, mana cost 1.5. If you do fire arrow, magically enhance your arrows or bolts with fire. Converts 3% physical damage to elemental damage. To attack rating, 10%. 1 to 4 fire damage, and mana cost is 3. Exploding arrows as well, because you can create those, I guess. Will receive bonus from exploding arrows, 12% fire damage per level. If you go over here, the javelin, all we get is jab. Attacks with a series of rapid thrust using a javelin or spear class weapon. Multiple hits. First attack, its attack plus 10%. Damage minus 16%, and mana cost 2. I think let's go over here. Let's go for the fire arrows. Because I think having at least one of those, we can also upgrade this now. Now what I'm going to try to do is, we're going to try to get our vitality and dexterity up to meet our match. So we'll start with 2 there, and then we'll give 1 in energy. Now the reason why I'm going to try to get these up to the same dexterity, same everything, so I can keep things naturally the same. So I don't want to go too much. Now I might go a little bit more strength than usual, but But we will always try to sell things you don't need in this game for your class. Thank you. Oh yeah, and just to let you know, I'm not the best Diablo player around. No. I'm actually kind of will die at one point or another. I'm not speedrunning this game or any sort. I'm just kind of doing like a walkthrough with the Amazon character. Okay, so what does this mean over here? That must mean maybe damaged boots. Durability. Darn. So my boots are pretty bad and horrible right now. But at least I have some boots on for future. Huh? Get back here, you. Some more arrows. Nice to always have those arrows along. Now this is where, if you are playing, it's locked. Hold on. Okay. So what I'm meaning is that your character is, if you don't have room in your inventory and you're playing some character that doesn't use bolts, doesn't use the arrows or anything, doesn't really use that much, then you should always never pick up the bolts or arrows. Don't ever how can I put it this way? Don't ever pick those up because they're just going to be really worthless to sell. So, and sometimes when you do find locked chests, you can buy keys, which I will probably be doing when I come back from town, when my inventory does get full. So, always make sure that you do search and clear out the whole entire map for the area. See how I'm picking up a lot of arrows? I'm pretty sure if you look at this set of arrows, has 340, 360. No, I'm not even, I know why, I'm not even equipped with those. Come on. Thank you. I'm trying to get as much as I can to get myself a bow and arrows, because that's kind of why I'm picked this character, is that I can use ranged weapons. Weapons. Now, I don't pick characters because they're girl or because they're not a guy, because there's no way I can physically change that. But if so, you will probably see a different change in my character, in slight different reason, but should be nothing to worry about. Now, as you can see, I've run out of energy now. I'm going to go back into town since I'm close to town anyway, because, you know, I can go in and sell stuff that I don't need. Now, if we were to go here, we have quality. Quality is, these two aren't really much too bad, but what I'll always do is, right now, I'm not going to stash anything into my stash. Whoops, didn't want to click a car there. Where I want to go buy my stuff in the first act is you want to talk with Charcy. Now, I'm skipping through some of these. I'm only going to go through it when I have to go and talk to that person, in that sense. But I'm going to get rid of the clubs and get rid of my extra javelins. I'm going to keep these arrows along with me. Get rid of that. I'm going to keep, let's put my identification scroll, and let's put that up there. We're gonna put my portals. Right now, I don't think if I have enough to get a weapon of choice. I can get a short bow that gives me 1 to 4. This one is 250. That one can do much better, adds 1 to 6 lightning damage. I have enough to buy it, so we'll buy it, and we'll equip it there.
Use this yet.
But I can't use it yet. It is level 3, which I'm pretty close to sure that I can use that eventually, so we'll keep that in my thing. Let's go to our boots is going to get sold off, because what we're going to do is we're going to buy ourselves a... No, let's see, what's this one? Let's try to see if we can buy... Well, I definitely put you in there, because that requires level 3. We'll put you up in... That one's either can't be repaired, but it is a one-socketed, but we're going to get rid of it. And I'm going to also buy you to put some armor on.
I can't use this yet.
What? Oh, ho, ho. Darn. Okay, so we have at least some little bit of armor, but not much. Oh, I forgot that we can buy boots. The boots. Now I'm going to add 1 to dexterity. That's not too bad. Gloves. I'm going to buy the cheapest gloves that we can, so that we have at least some armor on us. It doesn't mean that we don't have the best armor, but while you're in town, you can always hit R and you will never lose stamina. But while you're out in a city like this, you will definitely lose stamina. You will lose your stamina like that. Short sword that can be sold. We got a superior javelin here. 1-2 attack rating. We'll definitely get this one. For sure. If we hit W, I'm going to shift this and I'm going to add that in there. Now that's not what I'm going to be using too much of. I shouldn't say too much. Cracked leather gloves. That's not what we need. So it looked like there was something glittery shining over there. I may be seeing things. I don't know. But a lot of the gameplay is kind of interesting to me. Not just gameplay of a single character, but the way that I can play a certain class. I prefer to play classes than I do to prefer to play gender. It's that reason.
I can't carry anymore.
Since I can't carry anymore, we can use the town portal, and this time we can go in and sell stuff that we don't need. Okay. I'm not going to be carrying any bolts at the moment, so we'll get rid of those. We can get rid of our old javelin. Get rid of you. This one does just give me 26% chance to block. So does that. That one's 1 to 3 durability. 1 to 3 durability. 12. This one's 12 of 12 durability. So we'll get rid of this one. This one. Let's repair my equipment a little bit. We don't have is a because I really want to get this get rid of. I don't know. I really want to get a better. No, I don't have enough to buy See, that buckler's 12 out of 12. That one's nothing to be... There's really nothing I really want at the moment, so we will come back at a later time. It's always good to come and buy things later, but always make sure that if you do leave a portal one way coming to town, that portal will always still be there. But if you go into that portal from town, as like now, that portal is gone. Come on, get over here, thank you. Oh, and just to let you guys know, I'm gonna go to options, I'm gonna go to sound options. I'm physically going to turn off the music for the duration of playing this game. For the rest of the day. All I'm doing right now is we're just going to clear out this area of town of this map, and then we will go down below to the caverns. We're only going to complete it by quest. Now, if it takes 2 episodes to complete that quest, so be it. Okay? But I'm going to try to keep it within 1 act, within 1 video, 1 act, 1 video, as much as I can. So we do got some new stats here. Okay? We go over here, we can now equip this bow. Now, if I do go through here, now this means, why can't I use this? Your skill. Does this enhances your arrows with bolts? But why? Passive. As in passive, we can see illuminates nearby enemies, making them easier to hit for you and your party. Okay, not too bad. Passive, your attacks have a chance to do double damage. 16%, first level 16% chance. Or do we want to continue and get this one? I think we'll start with working on getting the arrows itself.
Impossible.
Oh. Okay, that's why. Okay. So I'll start using the bow and arrows stuff now. More than I will be using any other weapon because of range. Now, if I do get later on, when we do get a follower, I'll explain it when we get there. It's easier to explain it when you get them, rather than trying to explain it now. We also do need to upgrade my stats. Now, as you can see, our dexterity was 25, but now has been increased by 1. Okay? So that means, it's still 25, so that means we're going to take 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 into energy. I do 2 strength, 2 to vitality, and 1 to energy, because energy don't need to have too much of that right now, unless this is considered energy, but then again, okay, so since we did find our entrance there, we do want to clear.
It's locked.
Yes, it's locked. So I guess we're going to have to, when we go back to town, okay. Let's see. So that means we haven't completely cleared the area yet. We are not to go to the cold plains just quite yet. but we will eventually get there. Okay, so that means we've cleared this about 90% of the way cleared. Grab you while we're over here. Some more lovely arrows. I see this one has 246 and this one has 300. Oops, what did I... Oh well. I'll keep those arrows for time being. I'll always have at least 2 sets of arrows with me at all times. I won't be keeping more than that much amount. So I noticed that we don't have a full full inventory, so let's go down inside to meet our wonderful quest. So let's go inside. The Den of Evil. Now it says kill all the monsters in this den. So we gotta kill everybody that's in here and not make waste. Not do this slowly. Do this quickly. Not the shaman. When we do get back to town, I'm going to definitely buy some tombs. Buy those tombs that I'll show you when we get back. Not worth it. Got a damaged dagger and some bolts. So bolts, throw out. Okay, those are pretty good that we can still keep using. Throw out that potions there. I never keep anything potions related unless it's healing. Anything, but I will always. My game style is going to be different from your guys' game style, so don't complain that I'm playing some way, that I'm playing a horrible way of playing this. It's everybody's entitled to play their own way. So before you guys go down there and comment about it, that I should keep those potions. Now, if there is something where I pass up on something and I passed up on it, please do let me know, in a kind of, let me know if something is, which would be a better weapon to keep in hand. If I don't, like, I will try my best to sell things, like, if I'm not, finally got our key that we can now go open up that chest. What I'm saying is, like, I will try not to sell much stuff off that is geared towards my class. But I will try, unless it's like has no special abilities or anything on it. If it does, you guys can let me know, and in that sense. But if you guys haven't let me know by the next episode, I will definitely sell some of those stuff off if I feel like that it's not the best. So don't go and say, oh, I've goofed up in something like that. Okay, let's gather all those. Let's see what else do we got down here. I don't see any. I know there's something else that got dropped.
I am overburdened.
Okay. You are overburdened. This one gives me better. So we will do that. That's a dagger where we'll throw up the bolts. So when we're overburdened, we're going to use this tomb of ours that I'm planning on going to go buy here from Akara.
Good day.
But we're going to sell off some of these things that I can't use. That I can use, but it's not good. Gains +1 to defense. I'm not going to keep that in my thing, so we'll get rid of it. So we'll keep those there. We'll get rid of you as well. We'll keep our key and our town portal. Now, I'm going to go over to Akara and let's go and talk to Akara. We're going, not talk, but trade with Akara. We're going to buy myself a tomb. Both tombs. Okay. For now. We'll eventually sell off one of these tombs. Because we'll have Deckard Cain eventually. We don't have him currently. So those are still got some good arrows left in them. I might keep one. I think we'll just keep them for now. Nothing to be worried about. We do got 4 and 4 to be able to use inside of them. That shouldn't be too terrible. Now, we were overburdened, but let's pick up our extra arrows and whatnot. Actually, those only have 80, so no, we don't want to keep them. I'll only keep them if they're above 300 at least, because then I can say, okay. Come on. Ooh. It chipped a topaz. Okay, so that chipped topaz. That's gonna add 1 to 8 lightning. 9% better chance of getting a magic. 9% of better getting of magical items. I don't want to use that too much because I'm not really a magical type. In that sense. So we might use that, put that in shields and stuff over here, because we can do that. Allows me to have some resistance to it, or we might do that in towards weapons. So we'll definitely need to keep those. I'm going to kind of move those down there more towards our exit. Now let's actually go back to W. Let's switch over to the magical ones. Oh, fine. Finally got a new skill that we can learn. Come on, thank you. Okay. So we got some new skills that we could possibly learn. I feel like maybe passive your attacks have a chance to do double damage. Possibly. We could also upgrade that down there. Or we can pick Javelin Jab. And I think we'll buy the Jab now. Because in that sense, we're going to do... The rest of them now are going to be energy place, the next upgrade that we do get. is only do one set of energies, I should say. But let's continue on where we're. Now, I know that I haven't cleared all the monsters out of here yet. Yeah, and we'll know if we haven't. Usually. Got one monster left, which is not. Okay. Where could this monster have gotten to? Because we've gone through this act already. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, well, we're gonna close that so we can regain health. Regain stamina there. Come on. I don't know where we're gonna find this dude. Ugh. Come on. I know. Oh, lovely. Gotta find this last little monster here. And I have no clue where it could be. I am pretty sure it's back where we were. There we go. Now we've got him. So let's go out and let's go back talk to a car now. Return to car for our wonderful, lovely reward. Now there is a reward that she will give us is that we can in turn in trade for our stats and stuff. But I have decided not to worry about that too much. So I'm gonna go and run as fast as I can, getting out of here, because I don't want to be down here for too much longer, and I don't want this video going on for longer than it already is. But it's nothing too. So let's So we already talked to Akara, but before we do talk to her, let's go talk to... what's her face?
Good to see you.
Trade slash repair. This one's unidentified. Better cap than what we've got. Can't use that. 26 bullets. Let's see. We will keep that one for sure. And we'll get rid of the rest of these. I always will keep at least a extra row of, So let's go store. Now this is where I said I wasn't going to use my stash, but I am because I got a chipped ruby that I'd like to keep in my storage because I don't want to have to use too much.
Good evening. You have cleansed the den of evil. You've earned my trust, and may yet restore my faith in humanity. Your reward is training in the skill of your choice.
So, yeah, so that's allowing me to choose what skill I want to learn of my choice. And if I were to say myself, oh, 276 to the next one, so let's see here. I would want to learn more into fire, so let's do that instead. So I hope you guys did enjoy this first episode of Diablo 2, first quest. You know, the title of this video is going to be something of Diablo 2 Season 1, because I would like to play this in a hardcore mode eventually, with the same character, in that sense. I'd also, it might play with a different character eventually, or, I know we'll do Season 1 Easy Mode, is what this will be called, Season 1, it'll be Season 1, Quest 1, and whatever that quest is called, is what the, thing will be called. So, you know, the Den of Evil is what I'm assuming this is called, right? Den of Evil is what we'll call this one. So, I hope you guys did enjoy. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode.